to stay here because I want him to speak and, of course, present our keynote speaker with a bouquet of flowers. And so let's welcome our next guest, that is Mr. Lamba ji.
Formal welcome to Mr. Lamba.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak to the community. And in the beginning, the Shabad was sung, which was Deshwa Barmohe Hai, which is from Chandi Diwar. And in that Shabad, repeatedly it was said, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Now this is the message of Vaisakhi. This is the word stanza which was used while creating Khalsa 84 times by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. That is the word Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Now, what is the meaning of that? That comes later. But still, there are two words in it. One is Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Now, what is Vaheguru and what is Khalsa? These are the two words. Vaheguru is the God with capital G. There are numerous gods and goddesses, but Guru Gobind Singh Ji said that all are welcome, they have done their part, but all are creation of the Ji. Others are start with the small g. Now, what is Khalsa? Khalsa is a legal term still being used in the land records. Khalsa in the Siratul Istilah, which is a legal lexicon, legal dictionary, there are two types of land. One is a Jagiri land and another is a Khalsa land. Jagiri land is which is under the control and management of the local officials, while the Khalsa land is which is directly under the control of the king. Of the king, the royal. There is no tax on that. His connection is with not with any officer, any official, any subordinate. His connection is directly with the God, which is with the capital G. Now he said, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, and how this has started, how this term started, the Vaisakhi, the essence and everything, how it came. This year, I will request Ambassador, Honorable Ambassador also to take note of that. This is the year when Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji sacrificed his life for Tilak Janju Rakha Prabhataka. Guru Gobind Singh Ji himself has written it. So this is the 350th anniversary of that year. Now, how it started? I was just thinking, we have 10 gurus, 5 pyaras which were created on this day, then 4 sahibzade, 40 mukta, and then the Khalsa Panth and then the Sikh regiment. And if I divide it, I think less than 1 second is given to explain for each. But to play it short, to try to explain, this reminds me of an anecdote that a British Airways pilot, he was with full uniform, full attire. He was roaming in the ticketing area and reading a small book, Learn Flying in 10 Easy Lessons. So, explaining the Khalsa, but to be very, very short and brief, the best possible, it was Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he first gave a clarion call. And that call is very, very important. Think of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's image, which is in the mind of every person. He gave a call that if you want to serve mankind, if you want to serve the humanity, if you want to serve the downtrodden, then the only way is that you will have to put your head in your palm. If you want to love people, then you have to be ready for sacrifice. He said, "Jo to prem khelan ka chao, sir dhar tali gali meri aao." This was the word by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. People were surprised. On the one hand, he is saying that you come to want to serve the people, you want to love the people, you want to love the creation, and then he says that be ready to sacrifice your life. This was not understandable. And the same thing Guru Arjan Dev Ji, he said, "Pehla maran kabool jeevan ki chhadas." If you want to come to me, first be ready to sacrifice yourself. And he did it. He sacrificed, he was martyred in Lahore. His grandson was martyred, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's 4 grandsons, they were also martyred. And what for? And then after this, when Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave a call to create the Khalsa, then what he asked for? He asked, "I want your head. I want to behead you. And if you want to become my pyara, I want to love you." So normally it was contradictory. People didn't understand it. Now, great scholar Professor Puran Singh also says that I was also confused. How can the love and sacrifice, these go together? But then he said, "Now I understand." In the normal worldly love, which is Ishq Majazi or Ishq Hakiki, there are two things. Ishq Majazi is the worldly love and Ishq Hakiki is the real love to the God. So he says, even in Ishq Majazi, the worldly love, when lover and beloved, they are ready to sacrifice and kill themselves. This is the climax of love. And now this is the climax of love. What Guru Nanak Dev Ji had said, what Guru Arjan Dev Ji had said, Guru Gobind Singh Ji is practically asking with a naked sword that come to me if you want to be my pyara, if you want to be a lover, if you want to be beloved, then come and give your head. And this is the spirit with which the Khalsa was created. And then they gave injunctions, what you have to do, what you not have to do. The first thing was that Athiran mein tab jooj maro. Be ready to sacrifice yourself. That is the first thing. And now, after that, the history is there. I will say that to change the course of history, it is not the masses are required. If you go through the history, very small incidents, because Khalsa, explaining Khalsa, but I will just try to give you 2-3 examples. There are more than 300 books written on the history of Khalsa by Persian scholars, by Britishers, by Indians. So many books are written. But as I remember, once in a function, Mrs. Indira Gandhi said, "I am sorry, when I see the huge crowd, I am sorry I didn't bring my binoculars." Then Professor Satbir Singh was there. He said, "Madam, this is the problem. Don't see us through the binocular. Come close to us and then see us. Feel us, touch us, and then you will see." So, I will just give, because I know I am taking extra time, but still 2-3, just one-liner. There is a history. When this Khalsa was created, immediately after 2-3, now one thing, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was just 9 years of age when his father martyred. He was just 9 years. And then when Guru Gobind Singh Ji was 9 years, when Khalsa was 9 years old, Guru Gobind Singh Ji departed from this world. Now think then what the Khalsa did. Immediately after that, 2 years after that, there was a royal edict issued wherever Nanak Panthi, the followers of Nanak are found, they are to be beheaded. There was a price of 80 rupees for each and every head which has the long hair. That was there. It was put. But what happened? Even despite this, when Bahadur Shah earlier had sought the help of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, although his father was martyred by Mughal king, but he went and helped him. So that means no enmity. There is no grudge, there is no anger against the person. He was against the action of the persons. And now I'll just give you 2-3 examples. Ahmed Shah Abdali came, he destroyed Amritsar, Darbar Sahib. He came, he destroyed. And this is history. This is not fiction. The Sikhs, about 40,000, they assembled in the presence of Harmandir Sahib. And everyone was discussing what we should do. What can we do? Because every time the invaders come and they destroy Harmandir Sahib, desecrate it, what we should do? There was a poor man, he stood up and said, can I give one suggestion? Think of the circumstances. What is Khalsa? That is the name of the spirit. So he said, I want to give one suggestion. They said, give. He said, let us capture Lahore. See, 1765, Ikram Ali Malik from History Society of Lahore, Punjab University, they have published a book, Readings from Punjab History. And then with the Jakaras, it was approved. And they all started from there, they went, and Ikram Ali Malik writes, and the Sikhs captured Lahore easily within 7 days. And that was the end of the invading route from that angle, that area. That was the end. This is Khalsa. What is Khalsa? Then I'll give you another example. 1783, 9th March, Sikhs assembled. And then they attacked Delhi, captured Delhi, went up to the Red Fort, sat on the throne, Jassa Singh Ahluwalia, and he was designated Sultan al-Qaum. And then the Khalsa, Gsl Singh, and they had a meeting with the Shah Alam II. And then a treaty was written treaty which is available. And with that treaty, the Gurdwaras of Delhi, these were built. This treaty is available, it has 7 clauses. That out of 1 rupee, Delhi, the 10 rupee will go to the royal treasury, 10 annas and 6 annas will go to the Sikhs for building the Gurdwaras. This was the treaty and they built it in 1783. And I'll give you one more. When 1809, Punjab was an independent country under Maharaja Ranjit Singh. The boundary was Ludhiana. And that's why somebody jokingly said, Shere Punjab except Ludhiana and Firozpur. Because Firozpur and Ludhiana were not under Maharaja Ranjit Singh. He had Tibet, China and other parts under him, Peshawar and Afghanistan, Kabul, but not Ludhiana and Firozpur. This was the British India at that time. And then East India Company was there. They had their resident agent in Delhi. His name was David Ochterlony. This agents, their employee, their officer, a doctor, Captain Murray, he was in Ludhiana office. So Captain Murray asked Ratan Singh Bhangu, I want to know your history. And then he asked one simple question, that who has given you authority to rule over Punjab? Who has given our authority? He said that we have no, otherwise if you want any degree or anything, we call Guru Nanak Dev Ji as our Guru, Sacha Padshah. And on his takhat, we have Guru Gobind Singh Ji. His edict is that, in Garib Sikhan ko deo Padshahi, ye yaad rakhe hamari Guryai. His edict cannot be changed or challenged or contradicted by anybody. Then Ochterlony gave a very, very piercing question to Bhangu. He said, I want to know one thing from you. Other prophets, avatars, kings, they have given their their throne to their children, their canes, their further. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji could not save his own children. He has 4 children and all were martyred. If he could not save his own children, what he can give you? This is the very poking question. And then the reply which was given by Pangu, it's recorded in history in the Panth Prakash and other records, which is available in English also. So he says that the grass is known as Dharti Putra, son of the soil. It grows on its own. And it is beautiful. It looks beautiful. It is very soothing to the eyes. But it does not fill the stomach of a person. You have to have the crop. And unless you have the crop, the grass itself will not be sufficient. Now the place where the grass is there, the crop cannot be there. And if crop is there, the grass cannot be there. These are the two things. Then he said, Guru Gobind Singh Ji created a crop of Khalsa. He did not protect his own son of the soil, his own children, the Dharti Putra. He created, that is why Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, Panth Khalsa kheti meri, haun sambhal karo tiskeri. This is my crop, this is my harvest. When we are celebrating, harvesting, the season of harvest, then we have to remember that the Khalsa is the harvest done by farmer Guru Gobind Singh Ji for the benefit and for the everything for the whole mankind, not for any particular. That's why Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave a very simple message in his own writing. Jate chhoot gayo bhram urka. The one who has lost anything against anybody, Jate chhoot gayo bhram urka, tis aage Hindu kya turka. He said, Manas ki jaat sabe eke pehchanbo. The whole mankind is one. Not only this, you will be surprised. He has another thing. Rafi, Imam, Safi. Now these are the subsections of the Muslims. That means he went further. If you want to do interfaith, then that comes later. Then first you have to start with intrafaith, and before that you have to have your faith intact. And last, on a lighter note, this is written by Hariram Gupta. He said in 1845, and before that, there was a treaty which is written, selected works of Jawaharlal Nehru. 3 times he has mentioned it. There was a treaty between the Khalsa Raj, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Khagan of China, that is the king of China, which is on record. And India government had referred this to China government in reference to Ladakh. There the party is the Khagan of China, then the king of Ladakh, and third is Sat Sri Akal Purkh Ji Ka Khalsa Ji. Khalsa Ji is the third party, and it is written, the king of the world forever. That is the title given at legal treaty which is there on the official record. And last, Hariram Gupta writes a beautiful thing. He says in 1845, the Maharaja Ranjit Singh was not in the world. He died in 1839. Britishers had not captured Punjab till then. They did it in 1849. But in 1845, there was a British soldier who became a prisoner of the Sikhs. And then he asked them, what do you want to do? What is your aim? What do you want to achieve? The Sikhs said, we want to conquer London. We want to conquer London. He said, you know where is London? He says, we know that it is 7 seas away. And he says, why? How will you go there? He says, we will build a bridge from Calcutta to London. So this is the spirit. So I'm sorry, I don't have watch, had it but didn't see it. I'm sorry for that, and thankful to Ambassador personally for giving me an opportunity to introduce Khalsa. So when you see a Khalsa, see him by touching him. What is his reaction? Thank you very much.